Amazing motorcycle race to witness in those conditions. And we'll obviously start with the race winner, Andrea Dovizioso, on the factory Ducati. Where do you start? I suppose at the start, because you started from the third row of the grid. You made a good start. I think you probably knew you didn't want to get caught in the pack or in the spray.
Yes, at the beginning I didn't see anything. There was a lot of water, and I have to overtake a lot of rider at the beginning because there was too much water. I was completely wet, and the braking point is almost impossible to see. And I did the first two lap in a good way, also because the rear tire, it wasn't ready the first two laps, and it was quite difficult to be aggressive. But the front tire worked very well, so I was able to brake harder, very hard. And at the beginning of the race, I didn't feel so good, but I didn't give up. That was the key of my race. And lap by lap, lap by lap, I became faster and faster, and I saw my positive and negative point. And at the end, we did a nice battle with Mark. Mark is always very aggressive. He's always difficult to fight with him. But we was pushing really hard, and the last 6 laps, our tire was gone. We spin until in 6th gear. It was very difficult to be precise. We slowed down. It was difficult to brake hard. We have to change the line. It was very difficult. I saw him struggling. I was struggling a lot. He tried to push again the last 2 laps, but maybe it was over the limit. He did a mistake, and I was able to catch him again. And I knew turn 11, it was my brake. So I was able to exit behind him in turn 10, and I braked so hard. My bike work in the braking was better than his bike. But remaining 2 corners, and I knew in that 2 corners everything can happen, because I was so slow in that 2 corners, and there was Mark behind me. So I have to try to make a wide left corner, and what I did, and it was the right decision, because I closed the door, because for him it was very difficult to try to overtake me, and when he did, he couldn't change direction very fast. And it was so exciting to win this race. I mean, to fight with Mark is always, you have a big tension, and it was so important for the championship. So we know it's very difficult to beat him in the championship, but like I say, Thursday we will try until at the end, and we will see if it will be enough.
You keep telling us, Dovi, we mustn't think about the championship, but there's only 3 to go now, and it is only 11 points. It's going to be close.
Yeah, and today we didn't think about the championship because our speed was amazing. The battle was on the limit. So this is the nice things of this sport, and the nice things of I'm really happy in the way we approached the race. We managed the race. We was very concentrated and focused during the practice. I think both we worked very well, and we was ready in this condition.
Phillip Island next, a little bit different to Motegi. We're not sure about the weather as always, but a great racetrack.
Yes, for sure it will be a big difference, and he's one of the favorite track of Mark, so for sure it will be difficult because he's fast in every condition, every track. But last year we did a good race, and this year we are more competitive. Now we are working in a relaxed way, because we are in a strange situation. We are fighting for the championship, but we knew if we can get the championship is something unreal, and if we don't win the championship, I think we did until now a great championship. So we are able to work in a relaxed way in the details, and the key is to be fast in all 3 track. And let's see, I mean, everything can happen, the weather in Phillip Island, you never know. But in any case, I'm relaxed. I was relaxed before this weekend. I will try to continue in this way.
Dovi, congratulations. Fifth win of the season. We come on to Marquez. Well, another classic encounter. Dovi just said neither of you were thinking about the championship. I would think that was the case, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know who will win this championship, but it's amazing. It's amazing to fight like we did today. I mean, rain conditions. For me, it was okay, second place, because in the end we are in front of the championship. But anyway, I take a lot of risk. We knew before this racetrack that will be difficult, because here normally Ducati and also especially Dovizioso, they are very, very fast every year. But anyway, we try in wet conditions. I felt good. But today on the race with a lot of water was a little bit more difficult, but we try. I push, I take a risk a few laps, but I saw that Dovi also was able to be very, very fast. And then, yeah, mistake on turn 8. I already start to feel like my bike was shaking because the slipstream of Dovi, and he overtook me on turn 11 because he was stronger on the break points. But then I was very far. But I say I try last corner and we see how it is. And try was we repeat the same situation like Austria, but you know, was great. Second place, I'm happy. Continue like it is, because we are in the good way.
I think what impressed everybody afterwards, you hugged each other and you just so enjoyed it.
Yeah, you know, because we fight in a good way. I mean, the only corner, also I want to say sorry, turn 3 was a little bit in the... No, I think in the cameras, because my brother said, no, in the cameras we were not there, but turn 3 was in the limit, because I break very, very far from him, but then in one time I realized that or I go inside or I catch him. And then I go inside, and that was in the limit, but the rest of the battle was very, very nice. I enjoyed a lot, and yeah, now we already passed Motegi. That was one of the circuits that some years I struggled a lot, and now we go in another racetracks that normally I enjoyed more.
And the championship, very close.
Yeah, championship very, very close. I already say, I mean, in Spain somebody start to say that, okay, it's almost done. It's almost done. I mean, it was 16 points, now are 11. This is really tough to win. I mean, Dovi also is very consistent, very fast. In rain conditions also, he is very, very strong. So Australia, Malaysia, Valencia can be rain conditions too. So the most important is that in each conditions we are there, so we will try to manage in the best way.
Mark, thank you and congratulations. Coming to Danilo Petrucci, 4th podium finish. Once again, they like you going at the front, don't they, to do all the hard work from the start of the race. You did it again, but the pace these two are setting was fast. You did have a few problems, but you still were on the podium.
Yeah, I'm really happy. Sincerely, it's 2 times that I am in front and start to thinking about my first win. But there are always 2 problems, Dovi and Mark, always the same 2. And anyway, I'm really happy compared to the other 2 podiums, Misano and Assen, where I lost the victory at the last lap. Today was for me the last lap was impossible. I decided to make a gamble before the race, trying to put the extra soft tire. But at the beginning, sincerely, the bike was very good and not pushing at 100%. I just have at more than 2 seconds of gap, and then at the end I got a lot of spinning on the rear. And the conditions were critical, especially on the straight. I couldn't open all the throttle because there was a lot of spin and slide. So anyway, Mark and Dovi did an incredible race, especially at the end. They still pushing until the last lap, and was funny to watch from behind. And I'm happy for this result.
And what a great season it's turning out for you. And that first win will come, I'm absolutely sure.
I Sincerely, I'm here for this, for trying to win. It has been a good season and a very good result. Unfortunately, I got a lot of zero points in some races, and but was part of the game. Sometimes I crash, sometimes the bike was broken, and anyway, we are preparing well for the next season. Maybe we can fight for a better position in the championship, but we are already happy for this season. And now there are 3 races that I enjoy the tracks, so we can make it again.
Hello, congratulations, another podium finish. So that's enough from me, ladies and gentlemen. Questions from the floor.